Sorry, I shouldn't be showing that. That's a bit.
Hey, premature button pressing already. Come on now.
I was going to say.
Good morning, and welcome to Tottenham Tantral Gold for the time being.
Good morning.
Because we will be changing. Well, somewhere along the line, we will be changing. But for later. Firstly, good morning, Bobby. Good morning, Mark. How are we this morning on this lovely Tuesday morning? Did you both have a nice Easter?
Go ahead, Mark.
Oh, yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. It was okay. No chocolate, obviously, not for me. But I expect everybody else did.
What's wrong with chocolate?
I'm not allowed to eat it, am I?
Just being a smart ass, Mark, because I am chocolate.
Yeah. No. Hang on. There's none of that. None of that as soon as we start. I got in enough trouble the other day.
You had a good Easter, though?
Yeah. Very good. Quiet.
Yeah, same as you, buddy. I don't really get into all the sweets and stuff like that, but the kids, of course, overloaded, so they're happy. Other than the Spurs ruining our Easter weekend, everything was not too bad. So it is what it is. Gerben, how about you? How was yours? How you feeling? You feeling any better yet, or what?
No. There you go. I've just called you Bobby the Easter Bunny K.
Oh, gee, thanks.
Sorry, I'm just in a mischievous mood this morning. Sorry.
Stir in the pot.
Sorry, that was not. It was only meant to be like a bunny rabbit. Nothing else. Nothing. That was never mind. Yeah.
If I could shag like a bunny, I'd be happy. Okay. What do they get it like 3,000 times a day?
That's for the X-rated show.
Yeah, that's Friday night.
That's a new show you're gonna announce.
Yeah,
Tottenham it is. Yeah, it's Gold After Hours.
Yeah, it's called Bobby K's X-rated Bunny Anctions.
There you go. I got my bunny.
Yeah, I'm feeling all right. Thought I was having a heart attack Saturday.
Lovely.
Had paramedics out. Pains in my chest. But there's something to do with what I've got. It's just like a dull pain, but I'm all right, and I enjoy doing this. This is a bit of fun. I'm relaxing, I'm resting, and I'm just sitting on the couch with the laptop on and just talking to my two best buddies. Everything about football. So we'll get there. Right, just very quickly, I want to thank the Patreon members. Moondog, Mark Cousins, Philip Brady, William Kelly, Wayne Bonner, Aaron Dobb, and Izan, who I need to add on to there. If you want to become a Patreon member, we are changing that as well. We're going to do it just one membership, and I think we might reduce the price. I know it's difficult at the moment for everyone, money's tight. So we will be doing that. So if you want to become a Patreon member, please do. Your benefits are you will get on to the Patreon member show, which we are going to do as well. We're going to do a show just for you members to come on, have your say about Tottenham, world football, European football, anything to do with football. You come on, you can talk about it. So that is something that we will be doing. We'll get into these comments very quickly. If I hit them, do you want to read them, Bobby?
Go for it, buddy.
All right, we've got Alexander Hilton here.
Alex, there he is. He's cooking up steak first thing in the morning. Good morning to you, Alexander. How are you, buddy?
Yeah. Rare steak for me, Alexander, please.
Rare? Yeah. Oh, my God.
Yeah, rare.
Medium.
Yeah, medium.
The rarer, the better. I want blood coming out of my steak.
No, we actually, on that quickly, we had a friend of ours who we went to have dinner with once, and only once ever. His wife likes her steak pretty much blue. I was barbecuing because he's just absolutely terrible. But he had picked up the steaks and we're there and everything. I literally put it on the grill enough so that it's just put the lines on the meat. It was literally 20 seconds on each side. It was the most vile thing watching to eat. The amount of blood and juice and everything that was just all over her plate. We never went back after that.
No.
Now to each their own. I'm not gonna, but just watching that, I was like, okay, rare, okay, a little bit of blood. But this was ultra rare. This was, why don't you just get the cow itself and, just start cutting right into that thing.
Do what Jeremy Clarkson didn't want and Top Gear wants. Drive along in the American outback with a cow on top of his car. It was the most funniest thing you've ever seen in your life.
Yes.
Go on, Mark. Read this coming out here from Bob. I've got Bobby K. Big up Bobby. Man? Go on. Read up from Alan Harris.
Good morning, Alan. Good morning, Canada.
Yeah, read
Good
the comment now.
afternoon, evening to everyone else.
That's it. Good morning to you, Alan. Good morning.
Good
Thanks
man.
for joining us
Good
this morning.
afternoon.
Good man.
Morning, Alan. Steve R here. I think he's a new person. Big up, Steve. Thank you for joining
Thanks
us.
for joining us.
Yo.
Yeah.
Big days ahead, coys.
Yeah.
That
Let's
is
hope
so
so,
true.
Steve. Let's hope so, buddy.
We've got
Atavacron. I finally got
yeah.
it right. Atavacron. Afternoon, guys. Thanks, to our perennial bottle. Thanks to our perennial bottlers for spoiling all our Easters. Yeah, Brentford will have seen how easily Brighton stiffed us Saturday, and therefore watch Ericsson grab the winner. Yeah, it's going to be interesting coming up, but I'm sure we'll get into all of that there.
Yes.
Yeah, and good morning to you. Good morning to you. Thanks for joining us.
He says Brentford will have seen how easy Brighton stifled us on Saturday. Therefore, watch Ericsson grab the winner.
Yeah.
I don't know. I got my own thoughts on that. Big up Nick, Barry,
Sean.
Hey.
Yeah.
No. Come on, respectfully. The kids already said it's Uncle Ranch.
Oh, Uncle Reg. Okay.
Okay.
Are you going to play
them.
nice with one another today? LOL.
We always play nice. The fuck you talking about?
Yeah, I was going to say. No.
Just remove him for a few minutes.
Hey. What do you mean, remove me?
You didn't even do anything. Remove Nick.
I'm
joking, Mark. It was a joke.
Poor Mark got lost in space here. What the hell did I do now?
It was a joke. Don't worry. You went to the sin bin for 5 seconds.
For doing nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's one thing that I don't get in ice hockey, right? And rugby as well. They have a sin bin. Imagine bringing that into football. Bring a sin bin into football for 10 minutes. If instead of a yellow card, just send them to the sin bin for 10 minutes.
It'd make it interesting, wouldn't it?
Yeah. John Fitzpatrick. Yeah,
Morning,
John Fitzpatrick, big up my Irish brother. He says Tottenham till I die, Tottenham till I die. For I know, I'm sure I am, Tottenham till I die. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
There you go.
Derek Hodges said, I'll take that one. I love Derek. Derek. Big up Dermot, Bobby, and Mark. Big up to you, Derek. Thanks for joining us as always, my man. Thanks for joining us as always. Appreciate the support. Oh, stop it, Nick. He's already having bad images. I guess that's in reference to me going out.
Yeah, we got they're just talking to us. We got Bob Spur. Big up Bob Spur.
Superman.
Good morning, you beautiful. Sorry if my message ain't up to scratch today. I went on a golfing trip 4 days ago. I might use that as a poor excuse.
Nice.
Yeah. Nice.
Any excuse is a good excuse, Bob.
Was it Augusta?
There's no poor excuses.
Was it Augusta?
Was he with Harry?
Yeah.
I heard all this about Harry going to Augusta and then I don't know. I just think I think Saturday was just a one-off.
It was
just one of them games.
It was just what all of us have been saying. Even Dan over at Dan THFC was saying yesterday. He was on with the boys, and he's saying, he goes, had we won that game, we wouldn't be talking about this. Even Bob's been saying this for a couple of days. Had we won this game, we wouldn't even. This would not be a thought at all. We would not give a shit. So, unfortunately, it is what it is. We had a blip in the road, and let's just take it as that. And now cooler heads are prevailing. Let's just be smart about it and move forward.
Well, I watched Ali Gold's vlog thing.
He's amazing.
Was it yesterday or the day before? I watched it one day over the weekend. And he said that Harry turned up there and he stayed the Sunday because he flew out on the Saturday night. So he was there for the final round Sunday. Yeah. And on the Monday, he actually got to play the course, which we all know he's a very good golfer, apparently. And that's got to be one of your dreams, isn't it, to play Augusta? It's difficult enough to get in there at the best of times, apparently.
I don't know.
Well,
I just think, look,
that's what Ali Gold said. He was allowed to play Augusta.
I think this with Harry going to the golf, I think it's just been blown out of all proportion, really. He's allowed to do it.
He was given, well, the thing is, he was given 2 days off.
Yeah.
Because Ali Gold as well said that he was due back Tuesday and he was back Tuesday. So he's done nothing wrong. He didn't miss any training or...
John Fitzpatrick saying big up to Alex. Nicholas saying Bob Spur with a big smiley face. Steve R says, sometimes my phone don't let me chat, but been subbed for a while. Well, big up, Steve R, and thank you so much for subscribing to this channel. John Fitzpatrick, big up Bob Spur, and then Bob Spur as well. He says, big up Fitz.
Okay, to John, okay.
Love to all one. Love to all.
Yeah,
love to the little one body. Heartfelt condolences to Ronaldo too.
Yeah, I was going to mention that.
For somebody who's, I've lost my two children, so I know what it's like. Both my daughters have passed away. One at 21 and the other one at 3 months. I know what it's like. You have children, and the idea is you go before your children. You don't want your children going before you. The idea is no. And to know what he's going through, it's everyone's different how they handle their grief with this, but it's very it's a pain that lives with you for the rest of your life. You learn to live with it, but you don't get over it, if you know what I mean.
No.
And as for me as a parent, I'm very lucky. I've got two stepsons that are brilliant. Love them to death. The two of them are great lads. But my two girls, I miss them every day, and I'll always miss them. And I know what Ronaldo now. Our heart goes out to him, and our thoughts and prayers go out to him and his family at the sad time. And you see all these sick jokes by some Liverpool fans and Man City fans. They're sick in the head.
The people like that, let's not even dignify them. Let's not speak about them. No. They're just trolls. They've got nothing better. They're miserable pieces of shit. They come on here. They come on other people's channels. Don't even. I don't want to talk about how one person's darkness and their mind is taking over the situation. He's going to get more messages of sympathy and support than he will those ones, and that's what matters. So
and as I said, I've experienced it, and I think any parent that experiences that, my heart goes out to them. Always has, always will do. So, from everyone here, I know we send our condolences and our best wishes to Ronaldo and his family at the sad time.
Without a shadow of a doubt.
As I said, I've gone through it myself twice, and it's just it's heart wrenching. But he will learn to live with the pain.
You never get over it. Live with it.
But you learn to live with the pain, if you know what I mean. That's how I over time the pain it's there, but it just never goes away. But you learn to live with it. But big up to Ronaldo and all his family. Cody Mack, big up Cody.
Morning, Cody.
Morning, everyone. And I hope you're all right,
Cody. Well, buddy. I hope you're doing well. I know he wasn't feeling well last week. So
if you need anything, Cody, you can always DM me, man. I'm always here. And that goes for anyone in the chat. If you don't want to
talk to Dermot, I'm a hell of a lot closer. I'm a 2-hour drive. So
and that goes to anyone in the chat. If you need to talk to me or this channel, you can always DM us on our Twitter page. We're always there for everyone.
Don't be messaging me asking me for naked bunny pics, okay? I've already got 3 messages regarding that.
Oh, damn. I'm just going to put my phone down now for one then.
Yeah, thanks, Dermot.
Yeah, it's okay. I will take that down. Cool, you can erase the Easter bunny if you want.
It doesn't matter, man. It's Easter.
And
Carl's just saying hi to Cody. Yeah, good morning. Yeah. And there's Carl Simpson's next.
Carl Simpson, good afternoon,
gents. Good afternoon to you, Carl. Good afternoon. Thanks again, buddy. Always seeing you.
Go on, Mark. Read this one out.
Yeah, Cody, Mac, appreciate you guys. Big up, Cody.
Go on then, Mark.
We appreciate Cody. You're a good man.
Yeah, he is.
Moondog, another one of the patrons. Good afternoon, lads. Sad news. Yes, it certainly is.
Yeah. It's like being a patron. It's like being knighted. You're like a little Lord of the Realms or something. Being a patron. It's only a few of you.
Can I just say, if I was knighted, they'd probably cut my head off.
Depends who's doing it, right?
It depends who's doing it. Actually, yeah.
Yeah.
Am I on Instagram? Yes, TTG is on Instagram. I don't know how to use it. I haven't got a bloody clue. But I am on Instagram. I'm also on Twitter, and I'm also on Facebook. TTG has its own Facebook page as well. So if you can message me through Facebook as well, Tottenham Dungeon Gold, all one word on Facebook. So you can get me on there, John. And then last but not Derek Hutchison. It says Ronaldo is a living legend and deserves the utmost respect, not abuse from jerks.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
For me,
unfortunately, the sad reality is when you're somebody that's in the spotlight the way he is, anybody, artists, any kind of musicians, actors, anybody that's even us guys, we're putting ourselves in a public format here, and people can come in and say negative things about us. But when it comes to something like this, losing a child, for fuck's sakes, leave the man alone. Leave the man alone. Let the man mourn the loss of his child. It's the most. I wouldn't wish it on anybody. It's just simple. Let's just leave it at that. And
no. Well,
that's it.
There's mine right there. I don't even want to think about it. I don't. It's just God bless that little baby, and may he rest in peace. From my understanding, it was the twins, and it was a twin boy and girl, and it was the son that passed. So I don't know much more other than that. And like I said, just God rest his little soul in peace, and hopefully one day may Ronaldo and his wife and family find some sort of way to comfort themselves through this and live in this. He was small, so what memories can you even really have? And that's the hard part, I guess. But sorry, let's keep it going, Dermot.
I'm actually one of the twin, by the way.
There's two of you? Oh Jesus! I mean, wow, that's great.
I've got a twin sister, lives in America. We were adopted, and we were separated at birth, adopted to different families at birth.
Yeah, they try not to do that stuff anymore.
There's two of us around.
Paddy, good morning.
Paddy Harnett,
thanks for joining us.
He says, "Good afternoon, folks. We may never meet each other, but we're all one big family, and family looks out for each other. Yes, we do. That is for sure." So that's why my Instagram, well, now Instagram, but my Twitter page, Facebook is all open to everyone. So, and that goes for all of us here, I'm sure. We're all the same. Mark's only just got his phone, so give him a chance. He's working on smoke signals at the moment, and
no, I'm all right.
Right,
he's actually getting the computer.
Good morning, Mr. Wright.
He's actually getting the computer, Bobby.
Yeah.
Well, at the moment, sort of. How's it going?
Arlene's a twin as well.
Yeah, I'm a twin who I live with, and his what? Sorry.
And his Chelsea.
No, okay.
I'm a twin. Oh, right.
Okay. Well, big up. I love that name.
Yes.
I absolutely adore that name. I really do.
It's very close, isn't it? It's very close.
It is. It's good. Right, lads. Let's talk about football. I want to park Tottenham for a little bit. Did you watch the FA Cup semi-finals over the weekend?
I only saw the highlights. I just saw the results and the highlights there. I really actually kind of regret missing the City and Liverpool game because it looks like it was a good one.
I didn't watch a lot of the City one.
It was a good one. Liverpool-Chelsea final. Is it going to? Who do you think will win the FA Cup this year? I'll start with you, Bobby.
Liverpool. Yeah, I just think they're firing on all cylinders right now. The way they started off, okay, yeah, they had that little stopgap and mix up a little bit there, and almost let City come back into the game. But the way they started off, and what were they up 3-0 in the first 28 minutes? Something stupid.
Yeah,
the game was put away in the first half hour.
Yeah,
and that's what big teams do.
Yeah,
so that's when it bugs me that we're sitting here trying to have this big team mentality. Well, our board doesn't have it, guys. We might, as fans. Hopefully our players one day will get it. But right now, we don't have that mentality. When you watch a team like this go out there and batter the shit out of a team like City.
I know.
Come on.
And you look what happened on Sunday.
City. Look what City, the quality of City squad to come back and fight back and put themselves in a position to possibly take the game, So that's what they do, man. So
and you look at the game in the league on Sunday when they played, Mark. It ended up 2-2, a draw.
Yeah.
Do you think Liverpool win the league now? Do you think they will overhaul City and win the league?
They seem at the all right. The league game was 2-2, but from what I saw of it Saturday, I didn't see a lot of it. But from what I saw there, was like you said, 3-0 up in half an hour? Even we might be City's bogey team, which we are, double over them this year, but we only just beat them, don't we? It's only by the odd goal.
Yeah, it's not like destroying them.
Yeah. Well, we don't like literally rip them to bits like Liverpool did. And as far as the league goes, please let Liverpool win, because the Liverpool fans I know are more tolerable than the Chelsea fans I know. All they do is give me grief.
Liverpool are going for a unique treble. I think they tried it back in quadruple. Yeah, I think they tried the treble back in '77 and they missed out. They lost the FA Cup final. They've done the League Cup, League, and League Championship treble back in the early '80s. But they've never done what Man United done, which was the League, FA Cup, and European Cup. Now, no British team has ever won the quadruple. This will be making history this year. If Liverpool win the league, and Liverpool win the league and they win the FA Cup, they'll be the first side ever to do the domestic treble, which has never been done either. And they were the first team to do the quadruple either. No, not even the great Man United sides have done the league, FA Cup, and League Cup. Not even the great Liverpool sides of the 80s did that.
Didn't City didn't do it over the last few years when they pretty much won everything, everywhere?
No team,
surprising.
No team has actually done the domestic treble. Everyone's done the double.
Okay.
Tottenham were the first one to do this last century.
I think we got some more people in there. You want to just get caught up here? Let's just
that's grand.
Right?
And hang on, where are we? I like that. Glasses time. Dermot, I have a twin sister as well.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
another Canadian.
Yeah, White Hart Lane. Hopefully, this dream would cheer me up after waking up to an EMS and I've lost.
I'm
very sorry.
Terribly sorry to hear that, Mr. Wright, but you know you're a gem on here with us, so I don't doubt in the real world you're a gem as well. So hopefully something comes up for you and a better opportunity, in fact. So good luck.
As one door closes,
another opens. So
another opens.
Yeah, hopefully it's bad day today, sad day today. Just the way you know we were sad on Saturday, but we're better today. So I hope by the end of the day, you're feeling better.
Just be kind to yourself today. Do a bit of FIFA. Just relax, chill out.
There you
go. Carl Simpson says Liverpool win the FA Cup and the Premier League. I think we all have sort of agreed on that. Carl, they're all saying sorry to hear that. White Hart Lane saying thank you. Nick's going Liverpool win, Chelsea win, Arsenal, Man United draw. Because it's Liverpool, Man United tonight.
Yes.
Yeah, I wonder going through a little into that later about the games coming up this week.
Yes.
We beat Brentford. Right. Let's go on answer that question, Bobby.
Okay. We'll stop there for a second.
Brentford have been on a great run at the moment. I think they've won
3 in a row.
3 in a row, but I think they're unbeaten in the last 5 games, I think.
Yeah.
Since Ericsson came in. Hang on, let me get the league table up actually and make it a bit easier. Right, we've got Brentford there. Where's Brentford now? Brentford 11th. They've won the last 3. They've won 4. They've won 4 of the last 5. Do you fear Brentford, or do you think we'll go to Brentford and win quite easily?
Me?
No, Bobby first. Sorry.
I did fear Brentford. Actually, even Brian Daigle and I were speaking about this over the last little while, that this was the one he thought is going to be the banana peel kind of thing. And I think everybody was agreeing with that just because of the form they're in and the way they've been playing and the teams that they've been playing. They're not beating slouches. They took out Chelsea 4-1 and everything.
Yeah.
And they're playing smart football. They're not playing overly attractive football, but they're playing smart football, what suits them as players in a club. That being said, I think this was the one we were expecting to drop points at, not the Brighton one. But because of what happened at Brighton, I think Conte is going to stick a lump of coal so far up these guys' asses that's on fire that they're gonna come out breathing fire on, and I think that we're gonna go in there and stop Brentford's 3-game streak and halt our 1-game losing streak. So I'm confident now going into Brentford. I think that Conte is going to get it right. He's back. We saw what happens when the cat's away. The mice did play, unfortunately, and it cost them. They look at the performance and everything, like you said, with the whole Harry Kane saga and everything. Had we won, nobody gives a shit. Simple as that.
Yeah.
Nobody even says anything about it because we lost. All of a sudden, oh, he's watching golf. Oh, he played golf. Oh, he fucking drove a golf cart. Oh, he drank a beer. Oh my God, the fucking sky's falling down. Like the guy, you never. The one thing I rate and respect about Harry Kane is you don't ever pick up this thing and see all of a sudden, oh, Harry Kane caught with 6 different models. Oh, Harry Kane caught, a straw and cocaine up his nose. That's the good thing about him. He's just a very class person. So if he took 2 days and went and got a bit of a break mentally and physically, I don't fault him for it. Obviously, he came back a little bit sluggish, and now hopefully that's a learning lesson from him. That's one thing about him. He takes everything as a learning lesson, and hopefully this is one for him. And I'm just going to chalk this up to a blip. I was more upset Saturday, the rest of the day, of course, and on Sunday. But now after cooling out, listening to everybody and seeing how you guys are talking about it and everything, I'm okay now, and I think we're going to be okay for Sunday or Saturday, sorry.
Yeah.
What about you, Marky?
Well, I basically agree with everything you said. I mean, to quote Brian Daigle, no, he's got a lot of time for The Rock. It will be boots to asses in the training this week. It will be. Conte will kick them that far up their arse.
Yeah.
That they can't play like that again Saturday. He will get them going.
Well, apparently he started that this morning because this morning's training session started 2 hours earlier or an hour earlier.
Oh, but there we are. So they're on punishment duties now.
Good.
They are doing punishment duties. So that's good. That's good because what happened the weekend? If we want that top 4, which we all do, but if the team wants it, then that can't happen again. It can't.
Obviously not. Yeah, 100%.
No.
Yeah. And I mean, losing or drawing, okay, is it happens in football, but it's that pathetic, lackluster, effortless display that we saw from everybody. From
not
everybody,
one shot,
not one shot.
One shot on target.
As far as I'm concerned, Højbjerg was solid. Lloris, I'm not faulting for the goal, so he did his job. And Romero, everybody else on that day, the other 8 players that were out there were non-existent. It's pathetic, especially when we're coming to this point in the season, and then we talk about the mental strength of these players. Well, I'm tired of giving that as an excuse for the fact that this is a learning experience. What the fuck? The majority of this team has been together for the last 5 years.
Well, they've been there and seen all the disappointments and heartache.
It's ridiculous the fact that they were going to try to sit here and think that it's I don't know. I just think it's really, really fucking frustrating that we still haven't got in the players that we need. We all cringed when we saw Winks coming on as a sub. We need to change the game into our favor. Let's bring on Harry fucking Winks.
Well, I said to Izan that I was leaving because I was on the stream.
Yeah, you were watching the stream with him. Yeah, I was
on the stream with him, and as soon as I saw his number come up, I said, right, that's it. I just want to leave. I'm done.
Go do something else. Might as well cut the grass. Yeah. And that's what a friend of mine said to me. He goes, as soon as I saw Winks come on, I decided to go start cutting the grass. So I had to cut it anyways. It was a nice day. So fuck it. Get that done with, right? And to me, like, as much as I don't want to disparage a Spurs player. What's that, Dermot? What'd you say, Jeremy?
I said I saw Winks coming on. That led me to have pains in my chest. I mean,
maybe that's what it was. Winks coming on, not a heart attack. But he's just. I don't want to disparage a Spurs player because when you put on that shirt at the end of the day, you have my respect. You were able to get to the level of putting on a Tottenham Hotspurs jersey. Unfortunately, our scouting team doesn't realize that the level of the club is a lot higher than what they're fucking bringing in. I've always liked Winks as an individual. think it's time for him to be shipped out of our club. He's not
it-
even a
it
squad
is.
player anymore. He's
No.
not.
No,
He
not
cannot
good enough.
offer anything. He doesn't offer anything at all. Backwards, forwards, sideways, bench. Like on a cold day, he can keep the bench warm. That's about it.
Yeah.
Just quick result. What did you think of Burnley sacking their manager? That was a bit out of the blue, wasn't
That's
it?
a joke.
You go ahead, Mark.
Absolute joke. Absolute joke. Why would you do that?
Yep.
After someone that's kept you in the league, because they are a very small team. I sort of compare them to Bournemouth, which ain't too far from me. But, you know, the ground, I'm not sure what their ground holds, but it's not much more than about, what, 20, 25,000?
What is it called? The Turf Moor, right?
Turf Moor.
Yeah.
And so in the 20s or something.
Yeah, that's what I was
taking a look for you here.
That's what, well, yeah.
Just to say, Alan Harris said that Man City did the domestic treble at 18-19 season. So big up.
Right.
Thanks for that, Alan.
Yeah.
Yes.
21,900, so 22,000 basically.
Yeah, but there we are. And so they're basically, they've been, just to be in the league, they've been batting above their station for ages.
Yeah. And it's because of Sean Dyche, like you said. And who are they going to replace him with? Like, they're in a relegation battle.
Yeah.
Sam Allardyce, apparently.
Oh, really? Big Sam?
Big Sam.
Well, you know what? Actually, then if that's the case, that might not be a bad decision on their
No,
part. But
no.
I can't see them upgrading from Sean Dyche. So
no.
Big Sam, that could be an argument of if he is an upgrade, because completely different style of play. Now we're talking, you know, he likes to play attacking football, whereas at least a little bit of a mix. I know over the last few years he kind of reverted because he had to, because the game changed. But Sean Dyche is all okay, 9 in the back and 2 up front, and that's it. Right? That's all Burnley's ever been. But that's what he's got to work with. So I'd love to see Sean Dyche get a job in the next step up in a higher tier club now, and see what he could really do with some quality, because that's what we'll see. You know, that's a true test of his management skills then, right?
I think he is a good manager. Just he needs to be given the opportunity to. Sorry,
that's what I'm saying. We'll see what he does with his next opportunity, right?
Yeah.
Alexander Hilton here saying Brentford is a must win.
Yeah, they are.
We can't drop another 3 points. We can't drop another 3 points as we have Liverpool coming up soon.
Yeah.
I think we just have to take it one game at a time.
Yeah.
There's no point looking ahead to Liverpool or whatever.
Yeah.
I think we can get a point at Liverpool. I do. I think.
What have we got? 2 wins there in 90 some odd years? Yeah, we'll get a point.
Yeah.
Got to stay hopeful, right? That's all we have right now. So
I mean, you look, Arsenal have won. I think what was it? Arsenal have. I couldn't believe this. Arsenal have won one out of the last 5 games.
In the last 10 seconds, you swore excessively.
Yeah.
Stop saying
I'm just making a point. Out of everyone in the top 4 race, we've actually, out of the last 5 games, we've had the better record.
Yeah.
Man United, they've only won 2 out of the last 5.
And let's face it, Man United struggled against Norwich. It was it was the same as when they played us. It was the same as when they played us. It was
Ronaldo show. Yeah.
Ronaldo and 10 others.
Yeah, that was his. Dago was mentioning it the other day. That's his 50th hat trick. Speak of the devil.
Good morning, everyone.
Morning,
Big
Brian.
up, Brian.
How are you, brother? How are you? You know what? This guy yesterday, the amount of plugging he did for the boys and the words that he was speaking about us, the family, and everything. Brian, man, big love back to you, brother. Big love back. You know,
I watched that show.
You know, just even he was on with David Harris, and David Harris was on yesterday with Jay and Chris. So it's just and mad love right back at you, Mr. Dago. Mad love back. Carl, it takes more than Harry Kane to lose a match. Yeah, most of the team against Brighton were useless. You're right. You know, Carl, you're 100% right. But I'm just saying that. I'm not blaming Kane. I don't want that to be said. I'm just saying that this whole issue that's been brought up by the media and everybody else about Kane going to Augusta would not be an issue had he scored or had we won. That's all I'm saying about it. It wouldn't even be. It wouldn't have been the fucking conversation with anybody anywhere.
Yeah.
So,
well, I was saying to Izan when we were doing the watch along. The amount of when Harry Winks did come on, I thought he was on in the first half. The amount of sideways and backwards passing there was.
Yeah, it was a bad
hopeless.
first half.
Hopeless.
Alexander Hilton, I gotta disagree, but he might have had what you consider a decent game, but the holes that guy leaves that Romero has to fill is just unbelievable. The gaps that he leaves, I think his running was absolutely fucking atrocious. He ran in a straight line, passed the ball, run in a straight line. He did no diagonal runs. He did nothing to make himself get into gaps. All he did was just run. And the man's right beside him, running with him, saying, okay, this is the easiest marking job I've had to do today. I'm going to run straight.
Yeah.
I don't have to look over my shoulder to see if you've turned anywhere. I don't have to see if you've cut inside of me or gone, taken a step back all of a sudden and let me keep running. He just didn't. It was painful to me watching him run because that's all he did, just run in a straight line, it was like me watching my kids team when I'm trying to get them to understand the concept of what it is to go on a run when we take possession of the ball. And that's what it reminded me of. The guy pains me. The guy pains me. And what was more disappointing was the wing back on the other side. Regulon was just atrocious. Fucking dreadful, our wing backs. And, it's bad. And I'm going to steal from Dan here because I know Dan said this yesterday when he was on the boys, but it's bad when the Real Madrid wing back and the Barcelona wing back are being outdone by the wing back we got from Wolverhampton and Fulham.
Yeah.
Hang on. Yeah. I mean,
what's that tell you?
Yeah.
They sold us their shit and we bought it. And genius fucking move on. Whoever's we need him back. Whoever's running the show over there at Real Madrid, fucking genius you are to do the deal you did with us. That here you go. Here he is. If he ends up being a world star, we're going to take him back at a cut rate price. If he doesn't, well, he's your fucking problem. It's your problem. Yeah, we just won't exercise the option. You keep him. Thanks.
Yeah.
Genius.
Can I just want to say on this? We bought the only Brazilian that cannot play fucking football.
No, that's two because are you forgetting that Paulinho guy that showed up and forgot how to play when he came to us?
Him as well.
He was shit for us
when
though.
He went to Barcelona.
He was great at Barcelona and he did well. And where did he go after that? China, right?
Yeah,
fine after that.
Barcelona see us as a lot and say, "Oh look, we'll give him a shit player. We'll give him for bootloads of money too."
Yeah.
But big up Alexander. Thanks for the comment. Was it a lunchtime KO? Nice sunny warm day. The whole team seemed to be on the beach.
Yeah.
0 winning attitude. Still, I don't agree with that. I don't agree. I just think it was an off day.
Yeah,
and I think Bob Spur hit the nail on the head on Saturday when he come on to the stream Sam was doing, that too many fans jump on the bandwagon very quickly saying, oh, it's a defeat and all the wheels have fell off.
The world's crumbling now. The moon is falling and we're dying.
We're all the same. Every time we lose, it's the end of the world.
You know what it was, Mark? Like for me personally, I obviously can't speak about everybody else and how they felt. For me personally, why to me it was just such a dramatic reaction was because we went into this game. Me, Brian, and the boys were watching this game together on the sofa, and even at halftime, we kind of looked at each other, and none of us had anything ill to say about the game. None of us had anything bad to say. We still were kind of keeping the faith that, you know what? It's okay. They're going to go in at halftime. Conte's going to work his halftime magic. He's going to put on his halftime show. And
kick some asses. Kick some asses.
Sorry, 1 second, please. What are you doing with that?
Just very quickly, did you know, Mark, Fulham could get promoted back to the Premier League tonight?
Yes, apparently so.
Yeah, I've just in the my whole attitude on Saturday is just one of them things.
Yeah.
It was just a blip. Every team's going to have them.
Yes.
And we shouldn't get on this bandwagon of tearing the players to pieces. Yeah, we know the players didn't play well. We know you can't blame. It was just a bad performance on a bad day.
Yeah.
And I think I've seen some people on Twitter blaming Conte, which I think is ridiculous. I've seen some players blaming Harry.
You can question him, Dermot. I'm sorry. He's not above questioning. When Winks comes on before Bergwijn, I've got to question that. When Moore comes on before Bergwijn, I've got to question that. The guy that's been in form for his country has made a difference, came on against Leicester with us and made a major fucking impact, comes on last. I have to ask the
Yeah.
manager what
Yeah.
the hell he's thinking. And I think everybody's consistent with that question. Why did you leave our biggest attacking threat when we needed to have an attacking threat for last?
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense to me. It does not make sense. As far as
It makes you.
if
It
you
makes
needed
you
to
want.
change it right away, then get him on. Put him in as a wing back, even if you need to, or something like that, and just start experimenting. But the argument's going to be it's too late in the season for us to be experimenting with things like this. We're in a position where we need to take maximum points. But when you saw the game going the way it was, and the lack of effort, the lack of commitment, the lack of anything, then at that point we needed to change it and take a risk. And he did.
My only criticism was the fact that as soon as the game started, you could see we were being outnumbered in midfield. You could see that. They had 3 in there. We had 2. He should have changed. He should have made.
Basuma had a game.
Yes. Yeah.
He ran the whole midfield.
Yes.
And Bentancur was hurt. At best he was 60 or 70%. And what's that tell you about our squad depth?
Well,
we have to put in a player that's 60 or 70% max fitness and ability over 100% player.
Yes.
Harry Winks because of his quality. So again, that goes straight up the food chain.
Yeah.
Good old Mr. fucking tight pants Levy. So
well, put it this way.
We can beat that drum all day.
If he keeps the same narrative as he has done, Mr. Tight Pants, I think Mr. Conte will walk away and he'll say,
"Yeah. First 2 weeks of July are going to be our telltale.
Yeah.
First 2 weeks of our." So what was that? Alexander Sean Dyche got Burnley Europa. Yeah, exactly. He did.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like but then but in fair argument, Alexander Poch got us Champions League final. And a few months later, out the door you go, right?
Yeah.
So, but the difference is with Sean Dyche, he can't sit there and expected his board owners to back him because they just don't have the money. They're not that club. But Burnley went and they bought. Didn't they buy Weghorst? Didn't he go to Burnley? The striker that we were looking at a few years ago. I'm pretty sure he ended up at Burnley. So because they sold Wood, right? I might be wrong. I might be mixing up teams and names here and everything because I paid too much attention to one team and not the other ones. But if anybody in the comments knows, so correct me if I'm wrong, I'd appreciate it. All right, we got to really start kicking into gear here, boys. We only got 30 minutes left.
New note to Burnley. It's a good shout, actually.
I think Big Sam would be a better option for them. But, let's face it, Nuno has the ability to do things with lesser players than he does with big ones. So who knows?
Just a quick question to you, Bobby. If Big Sam was to go to Burnley, do you think Everton would go down?
Ooh, that's a very good question, Dermot. That's a very good question. I like a lot of people don't want to see Everton go down.
I do.
I've never had, only because I've got 2-3 Everton fans that I actually know, all good people. They don't talk shit, even when they beat us and everything. They kind of are a bogey team for a lot of teams that we hate. So they do well to take points and kind of help us. So for that reason, I want them to stick around. Burnley doesn't do us those favors, so I would rather Everton stay up than Burnley. But it's a tough shout. It all depends who comes in. Whoever opens that door in Burnley and walks through as their next manager will be the telltale of potentially the ripple effect to 2 or 3 teams and how this season ends up in the relegation battle. So it's going to be really interesting.
Yeah. Well, let's face it. It's only between Burnley and Burnley and Everton now. There's no one else in it. It's between them.
Bottom 2 is set. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the bottom 2 have had it.
The answer to your question, why Hart Lane? Yes, we do. We do play the Scum after the Liverpool game.
Yeah, so that Thursday night, isn't it?
At 7:45. I think Dyche had a falling out with the new owners. He was reportedly angry that the so Chris Wood. Yeah, that's true.
That makes a lot of sense.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense because
does make sense. It does make sense.
Yeah.
Oh, we're bringing in the heavyweights, are we?
Yes.
Hey, cheeky.
Good morning. Oh, I didn't mean like that.
Right, though. Quite correct.
I didn't mean it like that, Coop. Come on, you're Cuba 69, baby. You know that. You know how I feel about you, big guy. Oh God, again.
Just can't help yourself.
It's 8 a.m., man. I'm sorry. I'm stupid this early in the morning.
Go now. You've had your jollies. I'm off again.
Right, hang on. Where's the music? I need the music.
Oh man, I'm sorry, Coop. I'm sorry. I love you, brother, and thank you for the constant support for the boys, Coop.
Well, it's been good.
Oh Jesus, Dermot started playing music again. Oh my goodness.
This is your pole dancing music.
You either got to go hardcore heavy metal, or you've got to go much more cheesy than this and make it ridiculous. This is in between. It's nothing.
Yeah, you can't have the in between. You need the soft.
Something off a kids' TV program.
There you go.
Dancing to the Banana Split theme tune.
That'll do it.
A lot of you who don't remember the Banana Splits, it was a 60s American show, but it rerun in Ireland here in the early 80s. It was so fun.
Got to do Cody Mack's comment here just a second.
What you bring it up?
Bobby K, you ruthless poor Coover. Does the K mean the C word? C for chubby. Is that right?
Yeah.
For chuckly, that's it. Because you're always chuckling. Yeah, that's it. You're always chuckling. That's what it is. Cheery. That's it. Yeah, that's it.
Hang on,
Bobby.
So
Cody.
You're the evil. You're Chucky. That
the evil little, the little ginger doll. First I'm an Easter buddy. Now I'm a crazy ginger doll that kills people. Wonderful. Yeah.
don't they have a place in America called Chuck E. Cheese or something as well?
Yeah, it's over here in Canada too. Yeah.
Right.
It's one of the most
that sort of puts me off eating there
after
seeing those toy after seeing that doll thing called Chucky.
Yeah,
don't want any of that.
Yeah, that was in some horror film.
Right,
no, my kids are at the age where they want the other Chucky.
I'm going to jump off now. Now Kuva's here. I'm going to jump off and stay in the background. Just very quick thing. We've been talking about this before we came on air. I spoke to Kuva last night about it as well. TTG is going to be involving a little bit over the next little while, but we wanted to know what you think in the chat. We're thinking TG going into more, cookery, more world football, showing old First Division matches, old European matches, old World Cup matches, and just instead of just doing just Tottenham, we're going to do the whole Premier League. Still have Tottenham in there as the heart, but just change the channel, make it what it should be, what it always was, different to everyone else. We're like the Wimbledon of this YouTube world, do you know? And Kuva remember, and Bobby should remember the old Wimbledon, Vinnie Jones and Dennis Wise. We don't care.
I know exactly who Wimbledon is. My best friend's team is.
We're like the Millwall of YouTube. We don't care, you know, sort of hard nosed, tattoos and go out for a punch up on the Saturday night.
Full of admiration for Wimbledon until we had to play them. The rest of the time, love it.
But yeah, I just want to know what you want to see on this channel going forward. So put in the comments what you want us to show, where you want us to go, because we want to be different to everyone else. But I'm going to jump
naked
out
bunny
now.
and pole dancing references, please. Dermot's already pushing that channel.
That's for the Friday night after hour show. That's Kuva and Bobby K special, X-Ray and Mark as well. Listen, I'm going to jump out because I need to take some meds and I feel a bit tired.
All right,
now,
buddy, go get some rest. We'll talk to you later on.
Yeah, I'm going to stay in the background. Kuva, Bobby, Mark, enjoy the rest of the show, and thank you. I'll bring on. Look at that.
Yeah,
I come off.
You called in your big gun. I called on mine.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Brian,
what's the insults for Brian?
Or my skinny gun, I guess. If we're gonna go that way, Kuva, it's gonna be all technical about it.
How are you this morning, Brian?
Yeah, I'm good. Thank you, Dermot. Woke up early to feed Simba. Went back to sleep a bit. Turned on YouTube. I saw you were on, and as if magic, here I am.
Do you know what? I love your cat. I think your cat is gorgeous. By the way,
Simba is wonderful. I'm obsessed with him.
Yeah, I love your cat. I really do. I think it's the most gorgeous cat. And also there's a what's his name? Shamu. I love Shamu's cat as well. Shamu's cat's gorgeous as well. But listen, everyone enjoy. I'm going to drop off, and it's all over to you.
All right, buddy. We'll speak to you about Coobs. We want to just get caught up in the comments here. Then we're way friggin' behind here. So
always behind on comments.
I think we're at Right Hearts Lane. Do we play the scum straight after Liverpool won at 8:47
we done that.
there? So we did that. That was the last one. And then Cody brought up the new owners, who was reportedly super angry that they sold Wood. Feeling better. So we can go. Carl Simpson says, "I'm not blaming Kane." Yeah, no. To spotlight. Okay, these are just talking to each other. 6-2-2. Okay, so then we'll start with Derek Hutchinson. Our bench is full of crap.
There we are. That's enough said about that.
Still looking for it. Still looking for it. There we go. Got it.
Yes, that's the one. Yeah. So, Mr. Daigle.
Yeah.
Since you've just joined us, why don't we? Me and Mark will take a breather for a second, and let you and Coos discuss this one here. So you want to kick it off, and then we'll go on to see what Kuva's got to say about it there. Yeah, well, I know how you feel about this. I just want to hear. I love hearing it.
What I could do is start off, then I can sort of make a nice segue for
Brian. There you okay. All right, then, Coops. Yeah, because he's just.
I know what angle Brian's going to have on things, as everybody does. I think.
Cooper, am I that predictable?
Can I have
yes?
When you're sitting there like this, and the steam starts coming out of your fucking ears, yes, you are, brother.
And you're rocking the speed.
That's the steam from my tea.
Yeah, you're slowly starting to rock more and more. Then it's starting. It's on the build up. Then
you should have seen me sitting beside him watching the game with him, Kuba.
Actually, I can make my points fairly quickly because I think Cody Matt sort of summed it up earlier. That Brighton game, we desperately needed more beef in the midfield. We couldn't match up to them physically. Basuma's a physical specimen. We didn't have a player that could match him. Højbjerg, everybody says he's the Viking and things like that. He's not really. He's more sort of an irritating pest sort of player. He's not an immensely powerful man. He's just a really. He keeps trying. He keeps nibbling away at opponents. We needed somebody physically dominant to match Basuma, and we didn't have that. If you can't do it man to man, then you need the numbers. You've got to get more people in there to gain control of the midfield. That's why Kane couldn't get hold of the ball. They cut off the supply to him. I've said this all season, last season as well. That's the way to play against us. You cut off the supply to Kane. All you need to do then is drop one person a little bit deeper on Sonny. So if some through ball does get through, they've got a player there covering it. And Brighton did that fantastically well. All game, Kane couldn't get in the game anywhere he went. Brighton forced us down the channels, and they had the extra men in the channels. It was easy for them with that tactic because we just could not get control of that midfield. It wouldn't matter if we brought on Bergwijn because he's going to have the same thing. The ball wouldn't get to him. We needed that grit. We needed a Skip to be there, fit and healthy. Come on, bit of terrier-like aggression and hounding the ball down. Just getting a grip on things, and we just did not have that because our squad is so paper thin. And the reason our squad is so paper thin is because more players now have gone out than have come in. Which in the numbers game, we're just 2 players short because of that January transfer window. We got some good players in, but we did not get enough good players in, and that is where I'll hand over to Brian.
I was waiting for this.
No. Listen, it's 8 minutes past 9 in the morning here. I've just woken up, so I'll try and go easy.
Try.
Okay, I'm ready.
Emerson is a right back by default. Injuries to Tanganga and Doherty, and God knows how much we miss Doherty. Amazing. Winks has to come on because Skip is injured.
Yeah.
The squad depth, like Kuva said, when I was out there training at the training ground and everything, it doesn't matter what you do. If you get rid of 4 and you bring in 2, you've made your squad weaker. Mathematically, fact. Yes, we got rid of Deadwood. Yes, we got rid of negative attitudes. But if we had bought another wing back, just one, it would have made a huge, huge difference. When you've looked at the last few games, when it's been Harvey White and Dane Scarlett on the bench, they're on there to make the numbers up. That's what they've been there for. There's been absolutely no chance that they're coming on. It has always been a lack of quality. It's always been a lack of depth, and it comes from one man and one man only. And that man is Kuva. No, it's the parasite himself.
Mark. No, Mark's not a parasite.
It's listen.
Hey, I thought you were on about the comment.
No, it's simple. I did love your comment, Mark. I replied to your boots to asses one. That was fucking brilliant. Thank you.
Yes.
But yeah, that's where it is at the moment. But it is what it is until the summer, and we see what we do or don't do in the summer, and that's when we really start going to see what this board is going to do to assist Conte.
Yeah, exactly, Alan.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see what happens, Brian. You know, like you said, it's all going to come down. We'll know within the first 3 days to the 1 week of the transfer window. Mark, view on Spurs there had a little comment up there. What happens if Brentford adapt the same style? And that's why they're worried and they're concerned.
Yeah.
So what do you think about that?
Well, I did the watch along with Izan. I jumped on at halftime, and I was saying, hopefully teams haven't figured out how to play against us. I mean, Southampton did it earlier in the year.
Yeah.
And we won that one with what, a 93rd minute goal? It was a header, wasn't it? It was a header that went in.
Okay.
But let's hope not. Because basically, as Brian was saying about the lack of squad depth, we all know you mark Harry Kane out the game, we've got nothing. There's no one else to create nothing.
Yeah.
It all seems to be coming through Harry. You know, and if he's dealt with, put one or two on him, you know, I mean, we're forced to go down the sides, and there was nothing there Saturday. I couldn't believe that we were at home and we never had a shot on target. In the previous weeks, we were pumping teams 4 and 5.
And everybody said the atmosphere was just absolutely outstanding. You know, everybody was in full voice. Everybody was singing 4 wins in a row. You know, pre-game, everybody, 5-0, 6-0, 12-0, 24-0. You know, 7-1. You know, we had high hopes. I think that's all.
When it comes to the end of the streams and you got to put your scores in, I'd put 5-0.
Yeah.
5-0. I was expecting us to easily beat them. Easily.
Yeah. Especially the way we've been playing. Yeah.
I'm not saying that word, but you know what word it is, and we've done it again, as usual.
My kids don't even know what that word means, which is even great because he actually asked me about it last night because it was brought up with Brian and Dan there.
Yeah.
And he didn't even know what it meant, Brian? He asked me about it afterwards. Yeah. He was like, Dad, what does this Spursy mean? And I was like, you know what? So there's a reason I've never educated you on that word, and there's no reason to ever know it. So
you said it.
Yeah.
You said it.
I said it. So you're okay. Not you. Yeah, you're okay, Mark. You're good. Yeah. What finger were you using?
I don't even see that as a Spursy display.
It wasn't that. It wasn't the other one.
Was the other one? Okay.
No, it wasn't that one.
No. Sorry, Kuva, you were saying you don't see it as a Spursy display?
I don't even see that as a Spursy display.
Okay.
I think you've got to hand it to Brighton for doing their homework.
Yeah.
Training for it all week, executing it immaculately, and taking the advantage of the fact that we didn't have anywhere changing it off the bench. That Winks cannot do what Skip does. He just can't. He can't tackle. No. He can't aggressively put himself about in the midfield. We were desperate for that in the second half. There's just nobody there on the bench that could have done that.
No.
I suppose the only chance we might have had is if he said, put Romero or Dyer into the midfield, give us a bit of bite and go with 4 at the back. But then that sacrifices our forward play again because the wing backs can't get forward so easily. We were screwed,
they were getting forward, but they weren't doing anything anyways, Kuva. So I think we should have sacrificed that.
They were forcing us down the wings and they were doubling up on the wings. It was easy going for it.
Yeah.
I think Lamptey was outstanding. I could see exactly why I could see exactly why we're really interested in him. We should be. I mean, people talk about they need to have height in that position, but I wouldn't go for height compared to blistering pace. Blistering pace every day. Opponents are shit scared of that. You can't deal with it.
How tall is Royal?
Oh, he's a tall bastard.
He is a tall bastard. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, and all of us would take Lampany over him. So
Reguilon's not the tallest.
No, he looks pretty short. Yeah.
And Reguilon was meant to be born with this blistering pace, so he's getting away from no one.
Cess is taller, is he not? Cess is taller than Reguilon.
Cess who?
Cessignon.
Oh, Cessignon. I thought you meant Cess in Cess Fabregas. I was like, what are you talking about?
No. I wouldn't talk about him.
No, I would imagine he is, but you got to remember, like Cooper just said about putting Romero or Dyer more forward. I think it can actually help them because you got to remember, Reguilon and Emerson are not left wing backs or right wing backs; they're left backs and right backs.
Right backs, yeah.
So it may assist them better. May not. Cooper's bang on right saying it's not going to help them getting forward. To me, that's a blessing because they're absolutely shit going forward. But yeah, there had to be something. I mean, the other thing was that game could have been calling out when Harry Winks came on for Harvey White. Harvey White would have been creative. Harvey White would have done something.
Couldn't have been worse than Winks.
Well, that's the thing. If you look at when Harry Winks came on, all the Spurs fans in the stadium and all the Spurs fans
started crying
at home would have been like, "Oh, here we go."
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. But if Harvey White would have been on, it would have been a bit of excitement, a bit of anticipation, a bit of, I wonder what we're going to see finally. But yeah, I've said this for a long time. Harry Winks can't play in a 2. He cannot be trusted in a 2.
Yeah.
Well, do you remember the look you and I gave each other when he came on?
Yeah, we
just looked at each other. We were just all right, forget it. I think I even said, all right, it's time for me to go start breakfast. Screw this shit.
Yeah.
Sorry, we're way behind here, Kuva. You want to just click through these and let's get caught up here, buddy.
Glasses.
Nice ones. Hang on.
Bring them out at halftime. Okay, I think he was talking about Bergwijn there, and we're outnumbered in the midfield against Villa. Yeah.
Yes,
and that's it. We've already talked about that, Cody. We can't add anybody. We don't have anybody. League Cup tournament, you get to the final by luck. Yes, you can. And it's funny you say that because what we wanted to discuss in the show was this whole thing about the winning the FA Cup and the League Cup being the spots for the Champions League. But I guess we'll have to do that another time because we're getting short on time here. And Paddy's saying, yeah, he's with, that's for Weghorst. Oh, okay, Carl. Yeah, right. Okay. I know he picked him up pretty cheap, though. Dropping the midfield to great effect. It didn't happen against Brighton. Give Basuma some credit. He shut Kane down. Yeah, we were just saying that. He was just absolutely phenomenal back there.
Yeah.
Phenomenal. I would take Basuma.
They were all doing it. They were sacrificing some of their own attacking play just to shut our channels of play down.
Yeah. Flopping around on the field like fish out of water.
2 ways to deal with
time. Yeah.
It's the only way you can deal with Kane. Either you man mark him and then you need somebody who's exceptional, or you just stop him getting the ball in the first place, which is what they did.
Yeah.
Very effective. Sacrifice their own game doing it. That's why I don't think it would have mattered with bringing on like someone like Harvey White. It wasn't the creativity that was the issue there. It's some games you just have to stand up there and fight with the opponent because they brought it down to that level. We needed to physically get a hold of that midfield, battle it out, try and eke that 1-0 win out of a really difficult game. We just didn't have that. That was not an option on the table for us. But I agree, Harvey White would have been a better choice than Winks. I mean, what isn't a better choice?
A fan out of the stands would have been a better choice. But I'm interested to see what you guys think about this comment. It's a pretty interesting comment there. From View on Spurs, you could change the tactics with the same players, but you haven't got to bring players on. I think it is possible, but if you are going to be like Conte, where you want to marry yourself to one system, then you need players for that system. So
we haven't got that.
You're not able to change the tactics. But then, we go back to what you were saying, Kuv, with the whole, we should have pushed Dyer up, gone to a 4-man backfield. Let's start with you, Kuv. What are your thoughts on that comment?
Well, of course you can change tactics, but I mean, doesn't mean they're going to be good.
Would it be effective? Okay.
I mean, say for example, if we wanted to switch to having a sort of more a 4-4-2 and the 2 very speedy attacking forwards playing for the centre, we wouldn't have had that without bringing on Bergwijn. Would have to make a change for that. So it depends what you want to do. But I mean, as I was saying about needing the terrier-like, almost bulldog attitude in midfield, either you're taking somebody out of the defence to add to it, or you've got to bring somebody on. We didn't have anybody to bring on.
We don't have anybody to bring on.
No.
So you can change tactics, but they're not necessarily all options available to you. You do need the squad. You do need the substitutes. You've got to have those options available, and we just don't.
I'm just curious now. So had we kept the starting 11 that's out there, stuck with them, all we did is take Dyer out of the back, basically 5 or 3, whichever way you want to look at it, push him into the holding role there and let Højbjerg and Betty just sit a little bit in front of him. And then we make Royal and Reguilon left back and a right back. Do you think that would have effectively made a massive change in the way the game was being played?
No, not for me, because
No.
you're gonna have the. Oh, sorry, we talking to me or to
whoever?
Right,
Yeah.
Effectively, they still would have doubled up on the wings. Kane would have
Yeah.
been going through the centre by himself.
Yeah.
Kulusevski without the acceleration to beat the player at the start there, which is a huge thing for an out-and-out winger. It would have left Sonny on it as a wide forward. Kane still not getting the ball. It's still going to be a midfield battle there. I think we would have had even less attacking options by doing that.
Okay.
It literally cried out for some sort of change we just couldn't make. It's squad depth. I just can't get any way around it. Needed that extra player in the midfield.
Fair enough.
And Brighton were just superb. They're tactically,
like you said, smart.
Organisation,
Potter got him set up properly.
I said that on the watch along Saturday. Hats off to Brighton. You can't take anything away from them. They've done their homework, and they figured out you stop Harry. Tottenham got nothing, and it worked. It did work. Whether they deserved to win the game, because let's face it, Hugo never do nothing, but we didn't create anything either, so we probably didn't deserve to win either. They got a goal at the end, and that was the end of it.
I'd say Brighton fully deserved the win, definitely.
Yeah.
They did. The thing I want to say on that comment from you from Spurs is, of course, you can change the formation with players without making subs. But if you look at it right now, Bentancur shouldn't have started because he had a knock. He should have been on the bench, but he can't.
Can't. Yeah.
You can't substitute. So we're talking Bentancur, Emerson, and Reguilon, who are all shit. There's your 3 subs, or who you can't check. They can't play wing backs. So you go to. The thing with Conte is he will be able to change things when he's got players in the squad he can trust.
Yeah.
Right now, he has not got he's got a group of players that he can trust and players that he can't, both on the pitch and off the pitch, and on the bench. And until that changes, he can't change. 3-4-3 is all.
Yeah.
With it. And only won championships, won league.
Yeah.
We won the last 4 games with it, so why would we all of a sudden be screaming for a change?
It comes to the point where obviously every team can be flexible. A team like Chelsea, Manchester City, Liverpool, and other teams, they can change because they've got a squad of players that they can trust and say, right, this isn't working, we're going to change this. And I'm not talking about just their attributes on the pitch. I'm talking about the mentality as well. They have the education and they have the knowledge to go, right, we're going this way, and they can revert to it seamlessly. Yeah. And before people start saying, oh, yeah, but they've got all the money, we don't need all the money. We'd love us to spend big, but Antonio Conte does not spend big. He does not go and buy £80 million players. He buys players at a decent value and coaches them to become superstars. And that's what we've got to do. So changing the formation is very, very easy to do when you've got the players you trust. And he doesn't.
No, you're right. And that's the biggest problem, Brian. And again, we've got a very long 3 months coming up now. Where it's April 19th today. We got to get to July 1st.
Yeah, you got to remember it's 10 days till the season ticket renewal ends.
And how long until the 25% discount?
Oh no, that's gone.
25%
discount. You've lost your chance. You've lost your chance on your discount. It was only 24 hours.
Ah, man. Sorry, Levy. I wasn't able to give you any money.
But I have to say, Cody, I'm going to eat one of those chips when I come back to England. I want Rest to get me one.
Well, you're going to eat it as well, are you?
Oh, yeah. I've got no problem eating that shit.
Oh, all right.
A hot chip, no problem at all with my mouth. It's my stomach I worry about.
Yeah, I'm not worried about the hot chips. So I eat chilies in my cornflakes. That is what we do. Hot a chip. It is. That was not hot. What was like 15 million with that Scoville unit thing or whatever. 15 million. That is my sugar. That is what we use as sugar.
Take that in the tea.
I was gonna say I better not talk too much shit. Rez is gonna be popping up on screen next time saying, "I'm mailing you one of these chips, you bastard." Where are we at here? Are we caught up?
Views on Spurs saying maybe like a post-match pint. A lot of football channels do this, but I haven't seen a Spurs one. Yeah, I haven't either.
No,
I've got to say, even the West Ham one I saw was quite good fun. They kind of relaxed about things. Some of their lot are actually all right to listen to. They got grounded sort of opinions on things and know it'll probably go tits up for them at the end of the season, which he usually does.
yeah.
Don't mind listening to them. But some of the other ones couldn't bear it. But yeah, a Spurs show.
Attach their next comment there as well, because it's an addition to this. Actually, I kind of like the idea. It's a really cool idea. Maybe I should do that with the kids. Post-mount pint with the three Spurs boys. Have them sitting out their pint glasses.
There's a certain liquid substance appears on shelf-side Spurs quite often. I don't recommend that one.
Yeah.
Something to do with Wales, anyway.
Yes. I've seen that. I'm not drinking that.
Shiny moon.
And some idiot's got another idea as well.
Cooking pirates.
There you go. That's a bit of diversity.
Kuva, you don't help with my stupid comments in early when talking about bringing in the big guy. When the first thing you talk about is a cooking show, then we go right back to food again.
Well, I've got this size that you've quite noticed so easily that for a reason.
That's why I stay back from the camera and I grow the beard.
I am back from the camera.
Yeah, it hides things.
I can't fit in the room. Yeah. I'm touching the ceiling there. What else we got? Carl Simpson, I like the idea. TTG does all football. Why not broaden the horizons?
Yeah, okay. So Carl's liking your idea. If you're listening in the
he'll be listening.
Jamie, good morning, Jamie. Oh, good evening to you, sir. Good evening, I should say. Thanks for joining us.
Marmite on toast. That'll be stepping on the morning show shelf side of launched, won't it? The tea and toast.
Yeah. Can't mess with Al's life.
No.
All of a sudden, you'll have somebody ringing your doorbell outside. There's Al in his chair.
Although now he's just said that, I might have some Marmite and toast very, very shortly.
although since it's a Spurs show, we could do butter side down or something like that.
Yes. Yeah.
All right. He's working. Well, thanks for joining us, Jamie. Why are you at work, buddy?
Yeah. Big up, Jamie. I'm going to watch the Steve Perryman stream from ages ago, lads. Yeah, well worth. Steve Perryman's always worth listening to.
Yeah. And if you get bored of that, make sure you go check out the kids too, Reinhardt Lane. You can subscribe to their channel too. Three Spurs Boys, all one word.
If I ever get onto a channel with them again, I've got one question that I could probably keep him going for about 4 hours on it.
You want to do the next pregame?
He's talking about Perryman.
Oh, okay. I don't care about Perryman. I'm talking about
Steve Perryman. Just ask him if I was a £1 billion, multi-billionaire, and I came to create a club, how would he build it when I'm just going to finance him for whatever he wants? I'd love to know that answer. Just exactly.
Well, no, the question is, Kuva, is if you had that much money, why aren't you buying Levy out?
Well, yeah, obviously, because he wouldn't take it, would he? If I had 3 billion, it's not enough. If I had 4 billion, no, it's not enough.
Well, if you had an infinite amount of money, it wouldn't really matter, would it? But no. That'd be a great question for Steve. He is so. I can't wait. I've got me and Dad tickets to go to his evening with Steve Perryman for a Father's Day present when I get back. Right. So I'm looking forward to spending even more time with him.
Yeah,
I heard he's just oozes class. He's just such a lovely man to speak to. Like nobody's said a bad word about the guy.
No.
And he just shares his stories. Like he talks to you like you're an old friend of his. He doesn't treat you like a stranger at all.
Yeah. I've noticed.
Even Alan Harris was telling me about that as well, and everybody that's spoken to him or anything. So lunchtime, full English all day, brekkie, please. The works and a cup of cha. I'll make you a nice cup of cha, brother. So we're working on right here.
Full English, now you're talking.
Go ahead, Mark.
Tavakron saying, when the window ended, I think it was worked out across all the transactions. Levy actually saved money. So in reality, we were levied yet again.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. I wonder if you looked up levied in the dictionary, if it found out how to be a tight C.
Yes.
It's very close to levied, isn't it? So you levy taxes, and there's some sort of connection, isn't there? Carl Simpson saying Levy was still balancing the books, even when he brought in Decky and Benson, course, stringing us along as usual. Hashtag Levy out.
Damn right.
That's at
Damn
the end.
right, Carl.
That's at the end.
It is, but we're always going to keep the pressure on him, haven't we?
Yeah.
Bobby, you all right? Or do you want me to carry on? Or?
Yeah, please carry on. I'm just
catching up.
A voicemail or something.
Bob Spur, good of you to join us, mate. Absolutely fantastic to see Coover and Daigle bringing balance to what was a stream full of beautifuls.
He's back to normal.
Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. He said good morning to you. The last one I did, he said good morning to you, wonderful people, and Mark.
Yeah,
well, beautiful people, and Mark.
All I can say, Mark, is having this said to you is like being told to piss off.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's the standard response. Piss off, Bob.
I'm still waiting for this. If I ever get piss off from Bob, I will know I've made it.
Well, I think you might want to look in the comments very, very shortly.
Oh, okay.
Because if he's still there and you request it, I think it may be coming.
Yeah. Bob will piss on anyone. He's such a gent.
I didn't realise he was from Somerset.
Barry Ambrose said Emerson on the pitch to make the numbers up. Oh dear.
Yeah, that's enough.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yes.
Is it illegal to play a bollard? I don't know.
No one's tried. We can give it a go.
Yeah. I'm up for that. Carlsberg.
Sorry about that.
Talking to Bob, talking about Lumpty, Cover. Who's that?
Lumpty, Lampty's chunky brother.
Here we go. Alan Harris, I wouldn't take Lumpty as he struggles to do 90 minutes. Well, we get that already with Sessignon, don't we?
Yeah. Yes. Well, he might do 90 minutes and he's out for about the next month.
I was going to say Emerson Royal is struggling to do 9 minutes. So,
yeah.
Just struggling to do.
Yeah, there you go.
Here we go. Question for the panel. Do you think bringing Dyer into midfield while Skip is out when we're being overrun, play Romero in the middle of a back three with Rodon and Davis? Just a thought.
I actually said this. Brian, I don't remember. We talked. I'd love to see Dyer come into that holding role and Højbjerg and go in front of him. But unfortunately, they just don't have the creativity in the midfield. They would shut the midfield down. We would stop the ball from, their movement, their transitional play and everything like that. That would all get shut down. But would we be effectively be able to attack then and get the ball up to where we need to get to that we're left with basically the front three, relying solely on the front three for all our work effort in the attacking zone. And that's my only concern with that one. But if we could start launching, Dyer has the ability, and we saw it with Romero with that goal with Villa, where he just has the ability to play that ball, the long ball, out of the back. I personally don't like that long ball, boring kind of just keep kicking it forward football. But if it works, then at this point right now, we got maximum points from 6 games. I don't care if we have to play boring football to do it. Let's just get the points.
Do you know that's not a bad shout? Actually, I even forgot Rodon was here.
I forgot Sanchez was here.
His name's not on there, is it?
I know, but that's what I'm saying. They were talking about it the other day, and I was just like, "Oh yeah, shit, we still got Davison Sanchez."
No, that's actually a good shout. I mean, let's face it. Rodon always does well. All right, it's only Wales, but he always plays well for Wales. I honestly, I don't know why is he not given a chance?
Because he probably he's done something to up the hierarchy, because it's not just Conte that hasn't played him.
No.
This is the third manager in a row now. This guy cannot get any. Is the fourth now? So the four managers in a row now that he can't get any game time at all.
Yeah. As I was going to say, I think it's an attitude problem,
or he shagged Levy's daughter or something. I don't know.
Hang on.
He did something. He's pissed off somebody up the food chain. That's for sure. That's more than obvious.
We're not talking about Dele Alli here. He's gone. He's the one that apparently sleeps with people's daughters. Apparently.
Is that age? Go for it. Enjoy yourself, buddy.
Yes.
All right, they're always somebody's daughter, aren't they?
Fair enough. Fair enough, Coop. Good point. Yeah, we're getting into the last. We're already at wrap up time here, guys. So we want to get into
didn't ask Brian on that one though. What do you think on the Dyer playing midfield, mate?
Yeah, definitely.
When we did a thing on We Are Tottenham TV and we were talking about Dyer's best season, his best season for me was when he was in that position.
Yeah,
in the season that we came third to Leicester. If you do that with him, you got to remember, if you look at the goal Lucas Moura Bergwijn scored against Newcastle, it was when Eric Dyer won the ball up high. Lucas Moura went running, put it through to Bergwijn. You could put him there. It would shut down the midfield. It would shut down and even up. If a team are going back three, the thing is you don't even need to play Joe Rodon if he doesn't want to, because Joe Rodon, as much as I'd like to see him given a go, as you were saying, there is something definitely not right. Yeah. He gets picked for Wales. Let's face it, Wales have got a smaller pool of players to pick for. It's not like England or a huge nation that's got a huge amount of footballers that do it. There's definitely something that I'm not doubting Rodon's footballing ability. I'm doubting what other managers must see off the pitch that isn't helping. So you don't even need. You can play a back four. Yes, you're opening up. Maybe Romero and Davies can't play together in a back four, but then you're making Emerson and Reguilon playing their natural positions, and Eric Dyer will shut things down and get things forward. So it's a very good option. It's a very, very good option.
I don't know what Bob wants to see here. Not enough strict proper law.
Game show.
I don't know, man.
Show to change. Yeah. Quickly about the Dyer one. For me, I'll keep him in the back three. It's Romero who could go into that midfield slot easily, absolutely seamlessly. He reads the game. He can play football. He can pick a pass. He anticipates the ball, the player to win the tackles. What more do you want from a defensive midfielder? And he can just dribble his way out of danger. He can do a trick. He gets past people. He doesn't get put under pressure. The bloke's amazing. He can play anywhere across that back four or in midfield.
Yeah, I mean, you talk about Romero. What people have got to remember as well right now, yes, he's avoided the suspension from the 2 yellows or racking up. Now we just got to make sure. Now he knows he can be a little bit more aggressive, that he doesn't go pick up a needless double yellow or a red card in any games coming up, especially near the filth.
Yeah,
he's got to keep his discipline. He has to keep his discipline.
Yeah, us walking the tightrope, isn't it? Pochettino always said about this: put yourself about, get a booking in the first minute, and you manage the rest of the game. So it's something about the Argentinian way.
Yeah.
Do we want to finish up there with the Tavakron's comment there, the last one? And I think it's going to be a couple of minutes on that one, and then we can get over to Ben over at the coffee shop. Two up, right above Catman Justice.
I've got it. There it is.
If you do manage to make the...
Yeah.
So I know Mr. Daigle will be the longest on this one, so I'll ask, should we start with you, Mark, there, and then just go around? And
just let me read it. I don't know. I'm not get embarrassed. And we really see
if you manage to make the top 4, we'll get more investment from Levy to compete at that level and not get embarrassed. Can we really see that happening? Now, not just based on our past, what he's done and everything. The major change, the major key factor right now is the Conte effect. So weighing that in, do you see the necessary changes that are needed going forward?
Well, if the necessary changes aren't forthcoming, I think Mr. Conte will be off. He won't hang about because he's done it at other clubs. He's just walked out.
Yeah, you're right.
And said, you're not giving me the money. You know,
Yeah.
I want this, and you give me this instead. And we all know what Brian's friend is like.
Brian's friend.
You know, I mean, he'll ask for player, say X, and he'll get Y or Z. That's a lot cheaper.
That one works for him,
and can become that. You know what I mean? It's about. I mean, I hope in the summer, to save Brian going mad when he's over, that whatever he wants, he gets for a change. Because let's face it, you go back through the years when Leicester won the league, the year after when Chelsea won the league. In my opinion, we should have won both of them. We were 2 or 3 players away.
Yeah.
2
Minimum
or 3.
investment. Yeah.
The year Leicester won it, they had no Europe. We were in the Champions League. And every time we played on a Tuesday or Wednesday, on the Saturday, we drew because there wasn't the squad depth to rotate and refresh.
Mm-hmm.
And then Kane would get injured. He'd roll his ankle as usual. And then no one was scoring. And the year after, when Chelsea won it, they were 10th. The year before, 10th.
Yeah.
I loved it. All my Chelsea friends, they give me so much grief. Oh, when that season finished and they were 10th, I was loving it. But the next year, they won the league. And so it's all borrowed with them because as much crap as I give them, I always get it back tenfold.
Yeah, take it too. Yeah, take it, unfortunately. Yeah.
Yeah, I always get it back tenfold. And even that year, because that's the time that we went, was it 3 transfer windows without signing anybody?
Yeah.
Just one player a transfer window would have done us at the minimum.
Uncle Ranjit.
Hey, good morning. Good morning, Uncle Ranjit. How are you?
Show to you.
Sorry,
That's me done that.
Kuva, you want to take over and let's just finish up this question then, and I'll let you run it through yourself,
sure.
and then Nick and then Dago last, because I know I can see him festering already, so we'll let him blow up last. We'll get the volcanic eruption last.
As far as I'm concerned, if we do get the top 4, bare minimum 4 players in the summer.
Yeah.
They do not have to be the sort of ready-made world-class ones we'd all love to see, but they do have to be in that same sort of vein as what we did with Bentancur or we did with Kulusevski. They've got to be decent players that will improve as we go along. They can't be ones that are too green and we've got to turn them into first team players in the first place. But people that are ready to go, add a bit of experience, bit of promise, and fit in nicely. If we get a couple of wing backs, a central defender, and a combative midfielder, that'll transform the team. I don't think it's necessary to get a backup for Harry Kane. Because you can't back him up. There's nobody does that role. So you'd be looking at a striker of some sort, but Sonny can do that. He's done it in the past very ably. We've got players in that forward line that can interchange when needed. But yeah, if we have players going out the door, that's another matter entirely. If the likes of Bergwijn goes, we'll have to replace him with another forward. Just make him a versatile one that can cover that forward role when needed as well. Don't see a problem. Looking to just have a backup for Kane's pointless. You can't back him up. It's impossible. He's irreplaceable. You just have to look at a different sort of player. So I think we should stop this sort of mindset of he needs backup. It's got to be a centre forward. No, just got to be a decent attacker that can play football.
Yeah.
That's it. Conte will work the rest.
Barry, Nick, Sean, Ranjit. Welcome, brother. Welcome. Thanks for joining us here late. Unfortunately, we are going to be cutting it down soon and going over to Ben's and time for a coffee. What are your thoughts on this last one here, buddy? If we do manage the top 4, we got the investment for Levy to compete. Are we going to get that investment? Are we going to get the players in we need? Are we going to be able to compete? Are we going to go up the level?
Probably not.
And there's the answer. Daigle. No.
No, look. Like, I think Kuva's right. Yeah, I think we're probably going to get it depends. It depends what we do, right? So obviously there's talk of Bale, Ericsson, Tielemans. I know the season ticket deadline day is 10 days away, so that's maybe why the talk is all still about that. But look, if we can do good business, we don't need to go and waste 60 million, 70 million on the next big thing or what have you. For me, if you bring in a Bale and Ericsson and a Tielemans for 25 million for all three, then that's amazing business.
Good deal, yeah.
And ultimately those three players strengthen our squads in positions that we need to. We all know what we need. It's evident from the weekend that we probably need 2 left wing backs, 1 right wing back, a left centre back, and
3 midfielders, a partridge
yeah.
in a
So
pear
look,
tree.
we're not. Let's be honest. We're not going to get all that, right? So there's a few things for me. The first thing is we need to get top 4. Then we need to get Conte and Kane to sign new contracts. That's a start. If we then get those 3 that I've mentioned, and 1 or 2 others to shore up the defence, for me, that would be, that strengthens us. Does it mean that we will compete at that level and not get embarrassed? Who knows? Because ultimately, look, we're in a top 4 race with 2 other teams that no one really wants to put their hand up and say, let's get it. But look, it was a blip on Saturday. We need to go at it in terms of Brentford. We can look at what's going to happen in the games coming up in the week, and if buts and maybes. But let's just get 3 points at the weekend, and then let's see. We look at the question and we say, do we know what's going to happen? We don't know what's going to happen, but we're talking about the most important thing, like I said, get top 4, Conte and Kane to sign, and then let's move on from there. And then we'll see what happens. We don't know what's going to happen in terms of, movements everywhere else. But I would much rather see us not invest in someone that's 50, 60 million, but invest in players that have experience, whether that's, and I know it's a cliche and what everyone else has said is if Conte wants him, then we're happy.
Yeah.
And absolutely, if it means it's a Bale, and look, it's happened twice, but he's come back, and in games like we saw at Brighton, in games like we saw that we can't break down that low block, Bale can come on 20 minutes to go. He can certainly make a massive difference compared to Mora or Bergwijn, right? Same with Ericsson. I was talking about this the other day, in the fact that I remember that first game at the new stadium when we played Brighton, and Ericsson scored in the 87th minute out of nowhere. We battered them for the whole game, but we just squeezed past. These are the types of players that, big game players that will come on and make a difference. And look, if it happens, people will say, oh, it's not the right time, or it's been there, done that. Look, at the end of the day, it is what it is. I think what we need to do is, if Conte wants these players, then we support the club and we support the team on the pitch, and not get into, why didn't we go for this player and why didn't we go for that player? Do you know what I mean? Because I think we're very, we're very Pop Spade on the wind up again. Fucking hell, he's been on the wind up all day.
I know where that's going. So if anybody needs any Arsenal tickets, contact Bob Spur. Okay, we'll put his phone number in the chat. We'll put his Twitter account, email, Facebook, everything. If we can put all Bob Spur's contact information.
He doesn't have any. He's just curious. So look, let's not. I know. The man to my right is gonna. I know what he's.
I want to restructure the question a little bit for the man on the right before we get over there. So your thoughts at the end of it is basically you're still up in the air. You're not too sure in terms of, we don't know what the future holds, so we're just gonna wait and see. Hopefully, okay. Now,
hopefully,
Mr.
I know, Bobby. I know for one thing, I will be with this man at the training ground. That will be that's a definite, right? But apart from that,
first of all, it won't be the training ground. It won't be the training ground. It's going to be Lily White House, because all the players have gone, so they won't be training. So the parasite will be in his money, in in his office over there. So it'll be outside Lily White House. We're going to be, but yeah.
Hold on one second, Mr. Daigle. Before you get into this, now the question is basically: do you foresee this happening? Can we really see that happening, or are we going to be embarrassed with the consistent thing? Now, I know this is a personal topic for you and sensitive because we are talking about one of your dearest friends in the world. But when it comes to Daniel Levy, do you see him finally reverting from being Daniel Levy? Do you finally see him trusting his manager, his sporting director, now that Paratici has been cleared? He will be there making the deals. Do we, on a percentage-wise, what hope do you give us that Conte wins the battle over Levy? And what do you see us happening? And what can your predictions, our Oracle Daigle vision for the summer, sir?
This is a genuine question. Yeah, this isn't a piss take.
No, I'm serious. We haven't discussed this. We talk a lot about football. We talk a lot about league, but I want to know, in your heart, do you honestly feel that this, if any time, this is the one opportunity we truly have to see Levy's mold get broken? Will it happen?
No. No. What you've got to remember is when we start bringing players in, we're already a weakened squad. Like Kuva and Nick Barry, Sean Phil Grant, Dr. Legg, all them said, is players are going out, and you have to replace them as well. This isn't. You've got to balance it, and it is not going to happen. There is no goddamn way. Listen, if you watch, and we all do, and everyone in the chat most certainly does, We Are Tottenham TV. On Friday, they always do, which I love, their little updates, which go through what everyone, and the first headline they discussed was Conte seeks assurances. We've all had this issue with every manager has wanted to seek assurances. Now, Antonio Conte does not want to challenge for the top four next season. He wants to mount a serious challenge. May not win the league, but he doesn't want to be in the conversation, oh, we're in the race for fourth. He wants to hear we're in the race for first, second, third, or obviously first, but whether we can sustain that challenge is obviously once they flex their pegs, and it looks like the biggest secret that no one knew that Haaland might be going to Manchester City. No one knew that. It's very keep it quiet. No one knew. No one in the footballing world knew that was happening.
Really?
It's getting to the point now where we have got to seriously do something. And when we've had these opportunities to seriously do something, have we done it? No. Is he going to do it? No. Will Conte stay? Don't know. But people thinking that all of a sudden he's seen the light and the world, we're going to have a shower of great talent, whether they're elite or what Conte wants, you are kidding yourself. You are absolutely kidding yourself. And I would love to come on every single channel and say, do you know what? I got it wrong. And people know I will openly come on any channel and put my hand up and go, I got it wrong. But I won't have to. I will not have to, because people go, oh, you're so critical. I've seen this for 21 years and I've been monitoring it closely for 14 years. No. And I'll make sure Nick isn't at the training ground because no one will be there. He'll be like, where is everybody? Because we'll be at Lily White House, around the club shop. It's very lucky that Ben is getting married in June, and it's my birthday and 8th wedding anniversary in June. And I just so happen to be in London. And I remember when I was flying back to England last time, I put a message just as I was getting on the plane saying, I'm coming for you, Bobby, my brother, I'm coming for you. Well, there's going to be a different person I'm coming for when I put that message outside of the Air Canada thing. Because it's going to... Listen, he's got to sign... Bobby and I have said the whole time, the first 2 weeks of this transfer window, as soon as it opens, deals need to be in.
Yeah.
Not haggling,
Yeah.
not rumours, not anything.
Not rumours, exactly. We're linked to bullshit. Because that's what makes me sick.
You've got the season ticket money in early, so you can go spend all this money because you had to get it in early for some reason. So you had to put the Spurs fans in an awkward spot to try and scramble their money or try and save or do what they had to do. People don't have that money available. We're not like him where we just go, oh, you want £1,000 just like that? Oh, here you go, mate. Just look, let me just go down the back of that. Here you go. No.
It never do that.
Yeah, and yes, they can do it on finance or whatever. This money coming in, like I said, every year, there needs to be accountability for where that money's going. And there is none. There has been none. There won't be none. And to sum up the answer to your question, I'll end it the way I started. No.
So zero hope.
Zero.
Okay. I appreciate the honest answer, my friend. On that note, guys, we are way over time here. So why don't, Kuva, you want to run the room there, find out where we can find everybody, and just finish up the last comments there? And...
I'll just very quickly add into what Brian said.
Yeah,
I agree. That's my brain. That's my brain saying what Brian says.
Yeah.
But my heart's just saying I can't take any more of this.
Yeah.
Just this time. Just do it. Just do something different. Because it's just miserable going through this all over again every bloody year.
Read Bob's first comment. As you're saying what you just said, read Bob's comment.
Yeah, I'll get more insurance from my makeshift toilet seat than Enoch has given 21 years.
There you go.
Fair enough.
And that's
similar.
That's
similar in many ways.
Paddy's right, like I said. Paddy's right as well. We don't. This is the thing with Antonio Conte, and Paddy is bang on the money. And this is what I've been saying all along. Conte does not spend big.
Yeah,
Conte spends smart. That's what he does. And the thing is, if he says, I want De Vrij, and I use De Vrij all the time because of his age, and we don't sign players of that age. If he says, I want De Vrij, don't say, oh, I'll get you a one for the future. Don't go get this person could be.
Yeah.
Go get De Vrij. That's simple. If Conte says, I want a 33-year-old, a 34-year-old, go get that player, because it's not only will it play in Conte's system, it's what he does off the pitch as well. Yeah. That knowledge, that experience, that he can tap into all of that and turn water into wine. So it doesn't matter about the value of the player. It matters if Conte wants him. And if Conte wants him...
The value matters, but what value is that player bringing to our club?
No, the value should...
No, I mean in terms of the team. Stop looking at it in terms of the paper instead of the financial end, and start looking at the value the player is going to bring on the pitch. Let's stop worrying about the value off the pitch. And that's what Levy's full concern has been.
Look at James Milner.
Yeah, doing phenomenal.
James Milner at Liverpool.
Still playing strong. Yeah, and can play anywhere pretty much. So, yeah. All right, guys, where can we find you? Barry, you joined us late. So sorry, Uncle Ranjit, I see.
Yeah, Dr. Leg, Rowley.
My cap is very apt of what should happen. This is no rehearsal. It's the performance of a lifetime. Yeah.
Well, let's see Levy's performance. So we got tea and toast been kicking there. You want to let everybody know about that and where they can find you on Thursday nights?
Well, you can find me. You can find me tonight on Not the 9 o'clock news with Tommy, ribbing him about dogs and stuff. Really, I think, and trying to win back my my title of cock from the top. I think I've won it 3 out of 4 times I've been on. So going for 4 out of 5. So that sounds 4 wins out of 5. That sounds like Tottenham.
Tottenham sounds like Tottenham.
But no, you can find me. You can find me this Thursday, 7 o'clock GMT on Shelf Side Spurs Show. That's Shelf Space Side Space Spurs Space Show. That's I had to kind of work that out. Nearly at 500. I don't know.
Get him to 500, guys. Get a good laugh.
29 away from 500. So I don't know. I think there's going to be some crazy bet for 1,000, and I think I'm involved in that. So
you better be,
because everyone's saying how the hell I got away with it. So I don't know. But no, and then you can find us on Mondays at 10 a.m. GMT with Alan. Obviously, we had Mark on this week, Kuva the week before. So yeah, Tottenham Tea and Toast, where we round up the weekend's games and look at back pages and talk a little bit of nonsense like we do on a Thursday, but not as much because obviously it's before the watershed. So we have to try and please people, and obviously for people that can't normally catch us on that time on 7 o'clock normally. So yeah, that's where you can find me. And here, there, and everywhere, we are Tottenham TV, wherever and however. So yeah, I've been a bit quiet recently, so I need to get myself out again a little bit.
Yeah, it's been. I watched 2 streams without you in it. It was shocking. Mr. Daigle, Tottenham on Tour returned yesterday with the show. And where are you guys going to be out next? You want to tell us where to find you? What's going on over there?
Yeah, they can find me and the other lads at Tottenham on Tour. We're going live tonight after the Man U Liverpool game with Will Stewart.
All right.
As our guest, so we're looking forward to that. Will actually hasn't been on Tottenham on Tour yet. So it's his debut, which has been way too long. So we shall be having him. And then, I look forward to either Nick being in Canada and waking up at 5 a.m. to do a tea on toast, or when I get back to England, if they're doing it in the summer, so I can actually make an appearance on tea and toast.
So 5 a.m. starts, Nick. It's not working for us. And Alan's up at like 3 o'clock in the morning, so I don't know how you're waking up 2 hours later to do the show.
We'll sort that. But yeah, they can find us on Tottenham on Tour, and from what I know, it's to be confirmed on Sunday will be return of Around the Clock Rule with me, Danny Kiriakou, Mr. Box Office Alex Davies, and Sean Game Day Butler. So get ready for some more carnage and heavy debate.
Good stuff. Kuva, I know you're still basically going around the channels, or what's going on?
Floating around the channels, doing my thing. Yeah. That's it.
It's nice though. You've been with us the last few shows, so I really appreciate you coming back and joining us the last few shows. Hopefully, you'll keep coming in the mornings with me and Mark and helping us out there, because it's nice to have your energy, and it's nice to have somebody laugh at my jokes. So thanks, Goof.
At my expense, though, aren't they now?
Yeah, but when they're at your expense, they're not even intentional. That's why it's even funnier. So
it is good stuff. Yeah.
You're just making the rounds for right now. Still, no commitment yet.
Nah. I'm enjoying not having to commit to anything and just doing my own thing. Recovering from real life events and just going on when I feel like it. Really is. It's more relaxing. It's less stressful.
It is definitely. Well, we're glad to have you here, stress-free, Kuva. And like I said, I really appreciate you joining and helping me and Mark out there, and hold my hand a little bit and get me further along in this YouTube game. So I truly appreciate it.
Made my debut hosting on the Shelf Side the other morning with Barry, and they haven't had me back since. So that tells you how that went.
No comment. Well, I've never been on, so that's But then again, 5 a.m. in the morning. That's we'll have to rework something there. But Mark, are you doing other than over here Tuesdays and Thursdays with myself? Where are you right now? You were on Tea and Toast yesterday. You want to tell everybody about that?
Yeah, it was honor to be on. It was an honor. All right, I will admit they did put the link in the comments, and so I just
there you go, Bobby. There you go. As you were calling me out earlier.
Immediately.
Mark.
Was Bobby calling you out for not inviting him?
Yeah, I was giving him a hard time saying that. Oh yeah, Mark gets on. You didn't invite anybody else, right?
No. I
was just bugging him because he knows there's no way in hell I'm getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning. I love Nick. I love Barry. I love Sean. I love Uncle Ranjit, and of course I love Alan Harris. But I ain't getting up at 5 a.m. in the fucking morning for nobody unless I have to. Yeah, sorry, boys. I will watch the show after. That's how I know you were on it, but I'm not waking up at 5 a.m. to do it. No, but that's good you got on there, buddy. Is there got anything else coming up this week?
It was probably 10:30 our time in the morning.
Yeah, so 5:30.
And so I thought, why not? Why not?
Yeah, why not? There you go. And it's a good laugh, good banter over there.
Yeah,
so
it was very enjoyable.
Yeah,
very enjoyable.
How can you not love Nick and Al? So.
No,
I agree with the 5 a.m. bit as well. I mean, if the fire alarm goes off here at 5 a.m., I'd check to see if I can actually see flames. Otherwise, I'm having another 10 minutes.
I'm waiting until I start choking on smoke, and then I'll be like, fine, I guess I got to get out of bed.
Yeah, complaining about it. And then
guys,
still to the fridge first.
There you go.
There is no 5 o'clock in the morning.
You start making your marshmallows on it, right?
There is no 5 o'clock in the morning, is there?
No,
is there a 5 o'clock in the morning?
It's an ungodly.
It's a late night.
Ungodly. Yeah, that's it. If I'm up at 5 a.m., it's from the day before, not because I woke up. Yeah.
There'll be a 5 a.m. in the morning when we smash the Gooners on the 12th of May. Let's just put it that way.
I'm not leaving. If we win, I'm not leaving the Scotland Yard till closing. End of.
I guess I'm not driving you home that day.
Whenever, I don't know.
I don't have to worry about bringing you home.
Yeah, there's no problem. I'll be there. I don't even know what time it closes. It'll be the first time I stay there till it closes.
I think it's like a regular. It's 2 a.m. right? 2 a.m.'s cutoff. So I think they're probably open until 2:30 in the morning, right? 2:30. We'll figure it out.
Okay, so I'll be doing a nick, and God knows where I end up.
There you go. There you go. You might end up live on Al's Tea and Toast from the night before. But guys, thank you. Yeah,
maybe Nick and I'll do a show on one of our channels and say, "Where the fuck are we?"
There you go. There's the channel. There's the name of the show too. Where the fuck are we now? I don't know. Where do you know?
You are Tottenham on tour after all.
There you go.
That's it. I just hope we don't end up in Vancouver or something.
Yeah, right. Where are you? I don't know. I think I'm on a plane somewhere. I don't know. I don't know where.
Well, that's like those TikTok videos of these girls that, I don't know why I'm on a plane and how I ended up here. Well, you bought a ticket and you showed your passport at the airport, you dumbass. That's how you got there.
Hopefully, Cody Mack will be with us for the North London Derby.
That'll be great. That'll be great. It'll be nice to finally meet Cody in person. Lovely guy.
By the way, Vancouver is my Dutch persona.
Is that where you want to head over there? That's on the other side, buddy. Make sure you make a pit stop in Toronto. Come visit me and Brian first, okay? Or on the way back.
Yeah, just get myself a white van and Vancouver on the side of it. I'm totally Vancouver then.
Don't worry, buddy. I got your graphics covered. I'll do the graphics for you. Guys, thank you very much for this morning. We are way over time here, and I know we got to get over and see Ben over in the coffee company. So let's go time to unwind and relax. For myself, guys, you know where to find me here Tuesdays and Thursdays. Please, if you can, support these two as they've kicked off their channel, the 3 Spurs Boys. Number 3 Spurs Boys, all one word. I am done for the day. God bless you all. Have a great day. And let's finish it with...
And as always, Levy out.